get a piece of equipment intact, which was a generator, which was owned by GEC, out of the ship, and the water level was there. When you take one of these pieces of equipment out of the ship, it's what you do is you inherit all sorts of problems because you have to take shipping routes. And shipping routes, you disengage hydraulic systems, steam systems, water systems, electric systems by removing the shipping route. And you've got to take it out somewhere like this. And then you take it off the ship. And when we did a kind of rough cut estimate of that, we said to the customer, who was the Minister of Defence, to get that out intact, as per GEC's rulings, it was going to take us 3 weeks and working around the clock. The added complication in here, there was asbestos. So you have to treat asbestos with all sorts of kind of regulations and kid gloves and clean conditions, etc., etc. And the client came back and said, that's unacceptable, we need that back for a week. And what we did was, we got guys just in a room like this, and we said, right, we need to come up with a solution to get that piece of equipment out of the ship, but we need to do it within a week. So we just asked for ideas. And in the room, we invited the naval architects, guys who designed these things, and we thought, well, the subject expert is Anne-Marie, because she's going to have to lift this out. You're going to be called Alec now. Alec was this way. And the guy over here was the head naval architect, and his name was John. And he was a bit precious about it. He said, why the hell have we invited a slinger in here? What do they know? So anyway, we went and we said, right, we're going to brainstorm. How do you think we could get that out? Any ideas?
Put it in dry dock and put it all in it.
Right, that's an option, but it takes a week to prepare a dock. Because what you don't see is there's all sorts of weaponry under here, so there's humps and bumps and goodness knows what else. And it's not just a case of sinking it down, you've got to put the blocks and float the thing up, and etc. etc.
Float it while it's in the water, raise the ship up a bit so you can get into it.
So
above the water level.
Lift it up?
Yeah.
How would you do that, Phil?
Attach some floating, something that floats around the boat.
Right,
Just lift it up.
try to lift it up.
Yeah.
That was one
What
option.
about putting like a coffer dam around that area?
Round here?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was another option.
Yeah.
We'll break it down.
You couldn't do that actually, Peter. No, GEC, all this equipment that's in these things is cleverly done. They've all got these supplier contracts in place that nobody touches that, and it's got to be dismantled in a clean condition. Let me tell you what actually happened, because it supports the kind of behavioural stuff which Mike touched on last night. As we were going around the room, we said, look guys, let's just fire ideas out. Just how do we get that done? Because we're all sorts of things here with docking, etc. And then Alec stroke Anne-Marie said, why don't we cut a hole in the side of the ship? Now, John almost launched himself across that side of the room and said, what a bloody stupid idea that is. Who invited that cretin here anyway? Now, to take your point earlier, Peter, if we'd have let that behaviour go, what would have happened?
He wouldn't have got it, yeah.
You'd never have done it.
Well, Alec, certainly, we would never got the equipment out, but Alec would never have volunteered another idea in his life, would he? They'd been dismissed completely.
But we've gone back and told everyone else as well. All he was
Just hold on a minute, John, that's a bit unacceptable, that kind of behaviour. Now, on the face of it, Alec, that does seem like a kind of daft idea, because we are below the waterline. We said, what was the thinking behind that? Alex said, well, on that dock side, I've been testing cranes all week. And they said, I've got these 20-ton weights. If we put the weights on the other side of the ship will list. And it's your point in Phil, you lift it up. And we did the job in 3 days. Alec went on to produce more creative ideas about getting equipment out of a ship than anyone else I can remember, in my time there anyway. But if we'd have let that behaviour go,